Recording, doing that First Amendment right shit.
Is this a public roadway?
No, this is not a public roadway.
So he said this is a public roadway, which in fact it is a public roadway because we've got visitors coming and going, obviously.
Yeah.
We don't have any no trespassing signs up. Recording, doing that First Amendment right shit.
Put that down. Put your hands behind your back.
Okay.
Disturbance on the property.
I'm not going to risk these guys at all. Okay, can I advise you one thing?
No, you may not. Right now, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and may be used against you in a court. A little sweaty back there.
A little bit.
Did you ever run in?
No.
It wasn't?
I figured you're trying to hotbox me. Oh, so that does show the dismissal?
Yeah, so case is closed, and then if you see here, it's dismissed too. That's
Hey there. Thanks for watching my videos. Trying to tell a little story here, and I'm trying to fix problems in our society. Anyways, for those of you that haven't been watching my channel, my name is Drew. Appreciate you turning in and watching. And I've got a goal. The goal is to make some changes in our system as far as government and how government deals with the people that they serve. I've run a business for the last couple decades now and grown a small family towing business. And I started doing these audits because my business kept dealing with ever-changing regulations. And a couple of years ago, the Nevada DMV decided that they were going to change the rules for towing companies, and that's what I have as a towing company. And process a lot of cars. For a while I got pretty big before the COVID. I was running operations in Las Vegas, Reno, and Carson City. Had 3 locations, 30 some odd trucks, 50 employees. So it was a fairly good-sized small business. Over the pandemic, the COVID disaster, I kind of changed the way that I thought about things. I decided I didn't want to be as big, didn't want to manage as many employees, and really didn't want to deal with the ever-changing regulatory structure of our government. And to give a little brief summary of what happened, I'll do a much longer video on that, is the Nevada DMV created some fake regulations, and then they came along with guns and badges and started enforcing them. And if you go back to the very first video that I did, you'll see an investigator from the Transportation Authority. His name is David Gravel. You take it, write me a ticket, and I'll answer those questions, okay?
You got it.
Okay, but you also may lose your qualified immunity.
Okay.
Just so you know, there's a lot more.
I will be by to your yard, and I'm going to pull more records.
Okay.
You've opened Pandora's box. Have a nice day.
And he came in and seized some documents from me to investigate some supposed crime that the DMV had given him, and that made me angry, so I recorded him in our interaction, and that brought me down this path. Part of this path has been getting arrested.
Put that down. Put your hands behind your back.
Okay.
Disturbance on the property.
I'm not going to risk these guys at all. Got arrested on August 30th of 2022. And that was an experience for me, first time in my life. I've always stayed out of trouble. I've always been very respectful of law enforcement. I've had a family in law enforcement. Lots of people that I like have been in law enforcement, worked with law enforcement. I'm a towing company. We tow cars. We've got lots of contracts with law enforcement. And so anyways, doing this gave me a lot of, gives me a lot of stress in my business and fear of losing it.
My bosses are going to have too much of an appetite at keeping a guy in rotation.
For retaliation for my exercising of constitutional rights. And all that I'm simply trying to do is go out there and find something wrong, how government's not doing things right. Just like the government comes into my business every couple of years and they do an audit. I actually took a video of the last audit, went very well, just like the one a couple of years before that. But government comes in, they look at my papers, they check my forms, they go over my processes and procedures, and they try to make sure that you're doing things the right way and not harming the consumer. So anyways, this video here, what I've done is I've put together my journey to date so far. So some of the footage, if you've been watching the channel, is going to be a little bit newer. Some of it's going to be from the very beginning and try to make a good timeline for you. If you haven't seen the latest video that I just posted here last week, that was a body camera from Deputy Jason Bueno, and he's the Carson City Sheriff's deputy that arrested me after a 40-second investigation from the time that he arrived at the scene, opened his door, got out of his vehicle, walked up to me, and put me in handcuffs. Then Deputy Bueno proceeded to hotbox me. Now, if you guys go through this video and you look at my face from the very beginning of the video, where I'm walking around outside, it's a 95-degree day, you'll notice that sweat's not dripping off of me. As you get towards the end of the video and the clip with Deputy Bueno, and you look at me, you'll see that sweat's dripping off of my forehead into my eyes. I've got some sweat dripping down here. And if you look at the blue shirt that I'm wearing, you'll notice there's splotches of moisture all over the blue shirt. And of course, Deputy Bueno talks about I'm a little wet. Anyway, so I suffered a hot boxing. How that was it was a 95-degree day outside, and Deputy Bueno put me in the back of his patrol car. All of the vents were closed inside. There were no vents in the back compartment that were open. The slider was closed. Everything was closed up. And then Deputy Bueno decided to roll up the window of the patrol vehicle. There were cages. There was a cage on the window. I couldn't have gotten out no matter what. So I presume that his intention was to hotbox me, because if that was his intention, he certainly succeeded. Very unpleasant experience. So anyways, in this video, you'll hear a deputy from the Carson City Sheriff's Office talk about my business and possibly losing contracts. So yeah, this gives me a lot of fear doing this, but my hope is to make change in the system. I don't wish anybody any harm. I believe in the rule of law. I think our system is a good system. I think we just need to have the people that are in charge probably read the Constitution more often. I think that a really good thing long-term would be for the Constitution to be a part of annual training for all state employees. Perhaps a day, 8 hours, once a year, doing constitutional training. It doesn't have to be anything very expensive. Hell, go watch some YouTube videos where they've got the lawyers talking about constitutional rights. Let's point out the Civil Rights Lawyers channel. Have that guy just go watch his videos. He breaks down the videos. He's an attorney. He's using federal law for the most part. There's a lot of attorneys out there that give free advice on YouTube. So the only thing that would really cost the state is sitting their employees down in a room, having them watch these videos, understanding what the Constitution says, and going from there. So I don't think that would be a whole lot to ask, and I think that could make a tremendous change over time, just having people understand what the Constitution says. Because you go ask most of these government employees, they've got not a clue what the Constitution says or what it means to them in their world. And what I see happening now in the state of Nevada, there is no qualified immunity if I sue you in state court. There is a right to bring an action against you. So how qualified immunity ended in the state of Nevada was based on a Nevada Supreme Court decision in December 29th of 2022, and that's the case of Mack versus Williams. Now, the case was carried forward by the Institute of Justice, so thank you for those guys doing what they do. They've been seen a lot of good changes, but our state constitution is more limiting than the federal Constitution. So those of you that don't know your state constitutions, I recommend you go read them and see what they say. They've got some more language in them that can make them more restrictive and keep more rights for us, the people of the country. Anyways, let me share with you what I've got with this video, and let me know what you think. I appreciate the likes. I appreciate the subscribers, and thank all of you for watching this journey, and petition our government to make some changes. And here you go. This is where we're at so far today in my arrest, the case dismissal, and my return to the prison afterwards. And you're going to see a view from a different deputy, so you'll actually see Deputy Bueno do his thing with me and get to know what Deputy Bueno looks like, because I think Deputy Bueno needs to be brought up on charges, brought before a judge, put in front of a jury, and answer the charges. Will a jury find him guilty of torture? Will a jury find him guilty of violating constitutional rights? What would a jury do? And let the jury decide if the deputy needs to be punished or if he's in fact not guilty. Anyways, here you go. Check it out. Have a good one. Again, hit the like, hit the bells, hit all that good stuff. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll keep following up with all of you. We're here at Northern Nevada Correctional Center on Tuesday, August 30th of 2022. And we're going to take a look at the publicly accessible areas of the prison here. Go look at the parking lot for the guests. Film from the outside what we can visibly see. And the hope, the goal, is to do a First Amendment audit where our constitutional rights to film in public and act as a member of the press, be a member of the press, is respected. And that way the people can see the information that's gathered, and you all can make your own decisions about what's going on in our country with our tax dollars. What's your name?
Lieutenant Ryer. What can we do for you?
I'm just taking pictures and filming.
Okay. Could you do it off the property, please?
Is this a public roadway?
No, this is not a public road.
Is this a public roadway?
No, this is not a public road.
So he said this is a public roadway, which in fact it is a public roadway because we've got visitors coming and going, obviously.
Yes. I'm asking you to please film off the property. Otherwise, I'll have Carson SO come tell you to get off the property.
Well, can you show me where it says no trespassing?
No, sir, I'm not showing you anything.
We don't have any no trespassing signs up.
I'm telling you, you need to leave the property.
Well, then if there's no...
I'm a sworn peace officer for the state of Nevada, sir.
I appreciate that.
It's not an unlawful order, so could I please get you to go off the property?
If it's not an unlawful... It's not an unlawful...
Sir, yes or no, so I can call Carson SO.
Well, let me ask them a question. You're saying I don't get to ask questions?
I will call Carson SO and let them know.
Okay. Stop. And hi there.
Yes, sir.
And what was your name again?
Lieutenant Ryer, I already told you, sir.
And do you have a badge number?
Ryer and Ryan.
Need a minute, sir.
Do you have a badge number? Please identify. Let's look in the back of the van here. Thank God I'm not back here. Now, under NRS 197-200, you're oppressing my rights under the color of law. So your qualified immunity may not exist. It's a violation of constitutional rights under federal law on the criminal side of Title 18 USC 242. 241 is conspiracy when you bring two or more into it to violate constitutional rights. I'm exercising my constitutional right to film in public. The most recent court, the 10th Circuit in July 22nd, in Izari versus Yahia. So that's your case law for what I'm doing. You have a nice day. I am good. How are you?
Sergeant Smith, I'm the shift sergeant today.
What? Could I hang on a second? Let me get a little closer so I can hear you. What's your name and your badge number?
I'm Sergeant Smith.
Sergeant Smith?
Yes, sir.
And your number?
I don't have a badge number. I have an employee ID number, 38095.
38095. Thank you.
Can I ask what you're doing out here?
I'm exercising my constitutional right to film in public and to disseminate the information as a member of the press.
Okay, I can only let you go so far, sir. You can't come on the state's property. We're not allowing you on there. You're also not wearing the right colors for that. If you wear a blue shirt, we can mistake you for an inmate.
Well, let me ask a question here. Is this a public road?
This is the state's owned road.
So the state owns this road?
I believe they do, yes.
Okay. Are there any no trespassing signs from...
I don't know, did you see any on your way in, sir?
I documented everything, and there are no trespassing signs that I can find. Do you have any posted that I may have missed?
I'm unaware. If you can go back there and check, you're more than willing to go back there and
I've
check.
already documented my 2 cameras.
Okay.
To make sure I'm not violating any laws.
Right.
So, is this a publicly funded road, open to the public? And if I'm a visitor, can I come down this road and park?
Are you here to visit an inmate?
I'm here to do my business.
Okay. Well, I will let you know, sir, that we have called the Sheriff's Department.
Okay.
And they will be on their way.
Okay.
This is a state facility. It's a correctional center, and we can't have guys walking around here filming for safety reasons.
Well, no, I don't want to go in any secured area. I don't want to go in anywhere that says authorized personnel only. I only want to go into publicly accessible areas. That's why I'm very conscious of asking you if there's trespassing signs. That's why I'm trying to make sure I'm engaging with you and telling you exactly what I'm doing.
Right.
I'm not avoiding you. As you mentioned, I'm wearing a blue shirt. I've never been to this prison before. I don't know what your rules are on the inside, but the rules on the inside, I haven't been convicted of anything, and I'm exercising a constitutional right.
No, I understand that.
So if you want to interfere with that constitutional right, you're probably going to lose qualified immunity, and I'd rather educate than litigate. So I'd much rather discuss this with you and try to explain to you what my rights are, or anybody else's rights are, with the camera.
Okay.
Okay? So do you want to interfere with me accessing a public roadway?
You can access a public roadway if you believe this is a public roadway, by all means. But I'm refusing to let you on the state's property.
Oh, I don't want on the state's property. Anywhere that the public can go here, I should be able to go, right?
100%.
So where does the state's property begin that's not public?
Well, the state actually owns the land that you're actually standing on.
Oh, the state owns all this land.
Yes,
But there's a difference between restricted areas, which this has a lot of restricted areas, and I don't want to go near any of those. And it has a lot of publicly accessible areas like this public road that I haven't gotten down to yet, where I could go even check in at your office if I wanted to check in, right?
If you had business, absolutely.
Well, so you're saying the First Amendment is not business?
Excuse me?
You're saying that the First Amendment of the Constitution, freedom of the press, freedom of the people, to gather information and disseminate it to others.
You coming into my office is conducting that business. You're coming into the secured location if you're coming into my office. Absolutely.
Have I come into your secured location?
You were saying you could come into my secured location.
No,
those were your words.
If I came into your office, if it's open to the public, is not a secured
my
location.
office is not open to the public.
Then I won't go in there.
100%.
But if I were to go into an area that's open to the public, say if I wanted to check in to visit somebody, that's open to the public, right?
Have you submitted a visiting application?
I don't know the rules yet. That's why I came here to show what you need to do to be here.
A visiting application is needed.
I don't know what's required here.
Have you submitted a visiting application?
I'm coming here to find out what's required.
A visiting
So shouldn't
application,
the public be able to get to the front door to a publicly accessible area to find out what your rules are?
You can have visiting applications sent to you by our offenders here.
Okay.
You can also go to building 17 over here to gather that information and
But
more content if you
see,
want.
is that clearly marked anywhere on the road driving up here?
It says right on the road.
I didn't see it.
Go right back out and make a left. It'll be on your left-hand side.
I didn't see it. It was clearly marked for me driving along.
Did
I
you
saw.
document it in your
Oh,
video?
I record everything. Yes.
So did you document that our main building is right over here?
I didn't even see that over there, and I'm not seeing a main building right over there.
That's what I told you. Go out there up to the road, make a left. It's about an eighth of a mile down the road.
Right. The only sign that I really noticed coming up here is it says no trucks on Edmonds Way. But other than that, I didn't see any signs for anything else. But other than that, I'd like to continue down the public roadway to any public parking to where visitors may park and see what they go through to come and see their friends and family that may be incarcerated inside. Is that illegal? Are you going to permit me to do that?
Have I stated I was going to?
I'm asking, you're standing in my way, impeding my path.
There's many ways you can walk.
Well,
around.
I want to stay very close to the, I'm trying to purposely stay close to the roadway.
Okay.
And the reason for that is I don't want to go off the public easement. Like there's a fence right there. I wouldn't go past that fence, but I don't even want to go close to the fence because I'm not certain in my brain of exactly how far the easement from the state-funded road comes over. So that's where I'm trying.
Coming into it?
No, I've done research, but I need to make sure. There's always an easement, a public easement with a roadway.
So you didn't completely do your research to find out where it ended?
I haven't done is it 30 feet or 40 feet or 60 feet? I'm certain that I'm within 2 feet of the road, I'm safe.
Okay.
And if you need to arrest me because you think I've trespassed, or actually you can't arrest me because there are no signs anywhere, and I haven't been trespassed, and can you trespass me?
I was going to arrest you.
I'm just trying to be very clear in what can happen here. So I'm trying to be very clear. This is a public road, right?
This is a public road.
This is a public roadway, yes. Where we're standing, and I'm within inches of it, right? I'm within inches of the roadway. Therefore, I won't be hit by cars, hopefully. So if I keep walking, are you going to interfere with me?
I'm not going to interfere with you.
Okay, thank you. And that's a public road right there, but we won't access that. Okay, office and delivery, Q&D. One says 25 miles an hour, and the other one says Northern Nevada Correctional Facility. What's it say on the bottom of the sign? Nevada Department of Prisons is what it says. Okay, so we checked that sign. And that sign, they got all these covered up under these trees. Buckle up for safety, seatbelt use required. Huh. Pray for Ellie. Is that pray for law enforcement? Oh, visiting it says. Reserved parking. There's the warden's car. Does the warden get a state car? Or is that not the warden's car?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir.
How may I help you?
I'm just taking pictures.
No, sir. You cannot do this. I'm the warden of this complex.
Oh, good. What's your name, sir? Hang on. Let me get closer so I can hear you, sir. Let me get closer so I can hear you. Can I get closer so I can hear you? Can I get closer so I can hear you?
No, sir.
Oh, I can't get closer so I can hear you.
I'm going to ask you to remove yourself from the property.
Okay. Is this
Trespassing on state property.
Is this-
You are in an unauthorized position, property, sir?
okay?
I need you to remove yourself from the premises, sir.
And
Sir,
what's your name, sir?
Sir, I need you to remove yourself
Sir,
from the premises.
what's your name, sir?
Because you're not authorized to be on the property.
Sir, what's your name?
This is a state property.
Sir,
I'm
what's?
asking you. Have we called the loan lock boy?
Yeah, he's right here.
This gentleman is trespassing on the property, and he refuses to remove himself.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you from that far away.
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
and sir-
This gentleman is trespassing on the
What's going on?
So my perimeter officers let me know this guy pulled over here and started recording, doing that First Amendment right shit.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Where's he at now? Is he still in the truck?
They create a case number so we can get that from the deputy.
Will do, sir. That was my warden. If you guys create a case number, I need a copy.
Park right, be advised he's at the corner
so he-
of the parking lot at the
on
working
foot?
building.
Yeah, he's on foot. He parked his truck here. There's no parking signs right here.
Did you guys contact him at all?
I did. I tried talking to him. I was like, we're not going to let you on the state property. He said, you're going to impede my right. I was like, I'm just letting you know, I've notified deputies. They're going to come here.
What did he say? Did he give a reason at all?
He's just exercising his First Amendment rights.
Just, okay.
I had to lock down my whole yard. My camp's locked down. We have to go in the community and pull the inmates off the community in case it's an attempted escape. So it's a big fiasco for us. We don't have any no trespassing signs up, obviously, because we got...
But as far as the prison property goes, I mean, you guys have discretion to have people leave when it comes to...
100%.
Yeah.
So he said this is a public roadway, which in fact it is a public roadway because we got visitors coming and going, obviously.
Yes.
But when it comes down to it, like I asked him, I was like, "Are you here for a visit?" He said, "I don't know the process." I said, "You need a visiting form. You can get those from an offender, can send them to you, or you can get them from our main building over here at 5500." And he said, "Well, I need to go down there and figure it out." I said, "You are not allowed in any buildings." He said, "Are you going to impede my way?" I said, "No, I'm not." But I also don't know where, because this is the first time we've encountered it. So I don't know what our options are. We want them gone.
Well, it's a prison. I mean, if you're not
You
here
guys can trespass them from the
yeah,
property.
easily.
Yeah, no, I'm the shift sergeant right now. We 100% want them off. Recording videos of license plates and vehicles and all that stuff.
Okay.
501.
Sounds like the subject's trying to do some sort of First Amendment audit. If you can just start us in writing. But we'll be trying to make contact with him. He's in the prison parking lot right now, recording pictures of cars.
Break 3495. 3495.
3495, you're copy. Came onto the property without permission.
Sir, what is your name?
My understanding is the facility is on lockdown.
Yes, it is.
This is disrupting operation.
This is disrupting operation.
Sir, what is your name?
Put that down. Put your hands behind your back.
Okay.
There is a disturbance on the property.
I'm not going to risk this guys at all. Okay, can I advise you one thing?
No, you may not. Right now, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and may be used against you in a court.
NRS
You have a.
197-200.
Excuse me, I didn't interrupt you, did I? Okay, if you don't want to hear your rights, then we're not going to talk about it.
Well, NRS 197-200, so you're not going to randomize me. Interesting.
Okay. I'm not going to ask you any questions. Step over to my vehicle.
Okay.
You're in custody at this point.
I'm asking questions.
Are you going to the Peace Park?
There's a wallet in there if you want to get in there.
Thank you. We're going to get everything now. Put the search incident to arrest.
And what am I being arrested for?
You're being arrested for trespassing.
Okay, so where was the no trespassing signs?
Go ahead.
Were there no trespassing signs posted?
I'll explain everything to you, but right now you're not under Miranda, so I'm not going to ask you any questions.
I'm just asking you questions.
Well, you don't have a right to ask me questions. You have a right to get the car. Hop on in there.
Can I twist this one?
Yep. We'll shut that off if you want.
Please leave my cameras running, sir. Please leave my cameras running, sir.
I'm not going to do that.
And go read Azari versus the court.
Negative. Sorry, I didn't realize you were manning up each day.
Here to the command of you need to leave the property because this is a prison. It's not a.
Yeah, this is not like a DMV downtown or something.
No.
This isn't the post office. This is the sheriff's office.
This is a secure facility.
There's no Freedom of Information Act
Right.
request here.
So,
Okay.
I gave it several.
We need some statements.
I'll be happy to.
So that way we have someone from the state here, that's going to press.
How you doing, man?
Yeah, no problem.
How you been? You good?
And then we're going to have to probably tow his truck too.
Yeah.
So he's in custody now.
Yeah, tow his truck. Yeah.
Okay. And you say on scene to get the statements and the tow.
And I'll work on that.
Okay. So my partner's going to get the statements. Is there any other specific NRS that's applicable as far as it comes to on the trespassing on the prison or something like that?
You guys have a card on you?
What's that?
You have a card on you?
Yeah.
I'll pull it up and email it directly to you.
All the information. And because again, every individual that comes onto this property, they have to be clear to come onto the property.
Okay. And where are they supposed to check in? Is it the gatehouse? Is it business?
Actually, we received notice through the administration, which would in turn be the gatehouse, and the individual would be notified who's coming onto the property. So that's why you just can't show up and just start and definitely not taking photos or whatever.
Okay. So who all had contact with him?
I did.
I'm here as a warden because I'm the warden, so I did. That's why I came down.
I'll probably.
So definitely.
I think the warden would obviously carry some weight as far as you made contact with him.
Yep.
I mean, not just saying that you guys don't carry weight as well as your authority on the property, but if we have you guys do a statement,
I am.
And then we'll get the 51 going, and then I'll book him.
Did he give you his name?
We have it off of his. We have his wallet there, and then we have his registration on the vehicle.
Can I get that?
Yeah, for sure.
I'll be notified.
Do you have a second? So, do you have that other charge you're talking about? Because I'm gonna take him in now.
One of the lieutenants is pulling those
Okay, cool. So we would do a trespassing, obstructing for you guys, right? We would probably need to leave you. Thank you. obviously he's obstructing you guys. You guys are safety officers, so he's obstructing your ability to do your work. But if there's another specific NRS, then I need to add that because I'm going to take him down now. So if you can just give that to him, and then he can call me because I'm going to go down and start the paperwork on it. Cool. But yeah, I mean, this is. He wants to do an audit. I don't know what his intentions are. Obviously, it's probably clear. However, this is an extremely controlled environment. I mean, we check in here before we come in. So,
audit of what? Audits are authorized. You get clearance to do audits.
Right.
We don't have any paperwork to say you get to do an audit. So you here as a violator.
And have you received paperwork before as far as, I mean, just from other people about if they're going to come do an audit? And that's the standard? Okay. If you could put that in there just roughly, you don't have to name names, but you routinely get requests for an audit. There was no request that was forwarded. This was a surprise, obviously major disruption of the yard and everything else. So, can you get them written?
Yep.
And then I'm going to get him going down there so we get everybody out of the sun.
And then on the tow, just because it's on your guys' property and everything, our sergeant's saying it's probably cleaner if you guys call for whatever process you normally go through to tow cars off your property. So
they probably don't do that often.
Yeah.
So
we don't normally have people. We don't normally have people towed off. Because normally we tell people, hey, you can't be here. They turn around and go leave.
He's in our custody. I would say that we tow it, so that way it's safe.
I'm just repeating what they're saying. So.
We'll take care of the tow, and then he's going to get you some written statements as detailed as possible, and then I'll take him down.
207-200. 207-200.
Is there any subsection at all?
Is there a subsection to that NRS?
No, I heard it all.
No Angry Birds.
And I was like,
You're looking at I thought you were playing Angry Birds.
NRS 207-200, 1A, goes on to the land or in any building or other things. And then there's a B. What goes forward remains upon any land toward any building after having been
That's just normal trespass.
Not to trespass.
It's a trespass, normal.
Just normal trespass.
If there's anything that's applicable to like prison property, that would be great to be able to put on there.
I'll find something.
I mean, I'll articulate it, but it would be good if there's a specific NRS. So
like disrupting
and then let me know
normal prison duties or anything like that.
Other states have these because we haven't dealt with this bullshit very much.
Yeah.
Are you hanging out for a minute?
Yeah, I'll be here. Who's doing the statement and everything?
I believe the warden.
The warden is. Okay.
Do you have a card?
Yeah.
Right on. Thank you, brother. You guys don't have a case number by chance, do you?
I don't have it yet. I think he has it. So, but I'll get that. Or actually, if you give me my card back, I'll go look on the computer real quick and get it for you. Yep.
Do you have to know this individual?
All I have is what was on his plate. Drew Rybar.
Drew Rybar?
That's just who the registered owner is, so I don't know if that's him or not.
Okay.
He's got it. He had his wallet on him, so we're gonna figure that part out.
Just make sure when we're writing about how many times you guys have told them, and then you know, like maybe something like it's not uncommon that you guys do receive these audits. However, they go through the official process. All visitors are required on prison. I mean, you guys know the prison more than I do, so whatever. If you can just clarify that in your statement a little bit, as well as your boys, as far as their contact with him, him ignoring all their requests. Did anybody ask him ID at all on the property?
Not to my knowledge, because I just asked him what was his name. He refused to acknowledge me.
I didn't ask him for ID.
To give me what was his name, the purpose of it.
Okay, so we can do failure to identify too.
Yeah, I mean,
He's required to at least give you a name.
Yeah.
Right. And then did you guys ask him for his name at all?
I did not ask him for his name. I just tried to see why he was here and try to direct him off the property to building 17 over there, right down the road, to get some information.
Okay. So those three.
yeah. Do you want?
And then he can do it's not really a citizen's arrest.
Because they're cops. That's kind of what I'm.
Just he's the complainant.
Yeah.
So this is a really routine charge that we have. It's just it's state property, and so it's a little bit different. But just the statements are going to be sufficient, and you have obviously total authority over the property, so that works for me. And then we'll go from there, and then he'll hang out. And I'll get those from you, and I'll go down and book them.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Good.
Thank you guys.
Appreciate you, brother.
Any questions? Sir, you have my card. Just let me know.
Yeah, I'm getting it right now.
Dinah says probably when the NTA finds out about this, he's probably going to get his license revoked.
Alright. That would not surprise me. I'd imagine work pro. Not like the guy yesterday, but
Oh my God, those tires were something else. He actually came down. It's funny. He came and picked up that car.
did he?
Yeah, he had.
Did he get the moving permit?
Yeah, he had insurance. We got copies. He had a licensed driver. No qualms, no nothing. He was just happy to get his rig back.
I'd imagine. I mean, that custom box he did in the back was pretty slick.
That was pretty nice. Yeah, he came in. He understood his.
Look at that.
No, they've been all pretty good. I'm surprised nobody's talking about nothing. I've only had one person with the DMV's taking.
Well, yeah, the DMV won't do anything without an appointment now.
Right, that's the only thing. Because one guy was complaining because he had to get an appointment. I was like, well, that's the DMV, buddy. I can't do anything about them. They don't want to bring you in, and that's
their
issue.
I'm just gonna do some outer pictures, and then you can do your thing. Oh,
that was
come on. These new freaking tow forms, they just don't make them like they used to.
No. Well, either that or they're using like some super glue or something.
Jeez.
Well,
no. It's unlocked. He was down at his office
20 minutes before I came here, I said, dude, I'm going to stay talking.
Oh, he was literally just talking to me.
Yeah, he was just at my office 20 minutes before I came. I told him, don't come over. No, you know what's gonna happen? Anybody's gonna think you're trying to break the front window down.
When he's wearing blue on top of it, he's
Yeah,
wearing a
exactly.
blue shirt walking around. No, I mean, I don't know what his agenda is or whatever. I just laughed.
Very nice with him on it. Like, I said, Carson, look what he's done. He's gonna arrest you. Can't be here.
Yeah. Kind of funny that he was switching off talking to me.
That's what worse is. I'll just explain to Sean that the MTA regulates all the tow companies and crafts and they'll use most of these
Got a little sweaty back there.
A little bit.
Is the air running?
No.
It wasn't?
I figured you're trying to hotbox me.
I had the air back there going.
Well, you rolled up the window that left a breeze.
What's that?
Yeah, you rolled up the window that left a breeze. So, like I said,
Yeah,
I
usually
figured
do that
you were
because
just
the air
trying to hotbox me.
conditioning, so. It's nice and cool in here.
But you arrested me for filming in public.
No, I did not.
What did you arrest me for?
I
Then?
told you.
Well,
Trespassing and obstructing.
how did I obstruct?
Hey, I'm not going to get into it.
I
I'm sure
just-
that you have a big plan and idea
No,
of the
I
narrative
don't-
in your mind.
I don't
You can let
really.
that play out.
Oh, so that does show the dismissal?
Yeah, so case is closed. And then if you see here, it's dismissed too.
And today I'm going to return to the Northern Nevada Correctional Center where I got arrested. And I'm going to see if they do any better on their dealing with me this time. So parked a ways down the road and we're going to walk on over there. I came down this road right here and then I turned down here and parked over to the side. I decided to walk out. And that way we don't have an issue with me driving a car or them impounding a car off the side of the road like they did to me last time. But this is where we're at, Northern Nevada Correctional Center. And I went and deposed Deputy Director Bill Quenga. And he's the guy, when I went and filed a information request with the prison system after my arrest, he's the man that came outside of the office to deal with me and take my information. And as soon as he walked out of his office, he ordered me to stop recording. And I told him no. And then Deputy Quenga decided it would be a good idea to come at me and rush at me to intimidate me is what I saw. If you go watch that video, you'll discover that I was shaking after our encounter. So all of this land is titled in the name of the state of Nevada. But anyways, so I sued Deputy Director Quenga under a Mack versus Williams case I keep mentioning that takes away qualified immunity in the state of Nevada for oppression of rights under the color of law, for my freedom of press, specifically NRS 171-1233 describes that peace officers aren't allowed to do any of that stuff. And by that I mean tell you to stop filming or interfere with filming is what the law says, recording. So he told me that when I deposed him, that the prisons have a program where the prisoners work on customers' cars, meaning the public. So no tobacco, no parking. And so they work on on people's cars. I asked him when I was deposing him, so you work on the public's cars. So if I wanted to bring a broken down car in, one of the prisoners would work on it. Said yeah. So I'm interested in finding out about that. So I wonder if that's down here somewhere. And I got some other questions I want to ask. You got lots of trucks going up and down this road, don't they? More trucks. More cars. Lots of traffic up and down this road. Got some people out in the yard over there, it looks like. Somebody walking inside the gate. And over here we got some cattle. Oh, somebody gonna come and approach us? Suppose they may or they may not. They got a sign for QD construction there. So we made it further this time than we have last time. So stop prison property, authorized vehicles only. Well, good thing I'm on foot, I'm not a vehicle. So there's the guy right there, he just pulled out. He was the one patrolling the white truck coming this way. He was the one patrolling the perimeter of the fence. And it looks like there's another white car up over there. He's turning to go out. Is he going to approach me? Yep, we're getting approached. Well, maybe we're not. Maybe he's just going to leave me alone. That would be good. Maybe we did cause some change from getting arrested. So what do we got here? We got good for plants, good for the planet, full circle soils and compost. Cool. Nevada Division of Forestry, so the prisoners get used to fight firefighters. I've heard about that. Get people out in the wilderness, get them out of the prison system, make a little bit of money and still help some people. But then you look at it, is that really slave labor? What are they paying these people? Do they have any choices? What are the ethics and morals of that? You know, so many questions in life. What's the right thing to do? When we've got the state of Nevada, see, they hid all this stuff from me. So they've got the composting place. They've got, fold this down again. They've got the horse adoption center here. So those of you that don't know northern Nevada specifically, we've got wild horses everywhere out here. And sometimes they overwhelm the resources. They've got no natural predators. And so they've got programs like this to adopt horses out. But then the federal government also has programs where they capture the horses and sell them off, and generally they get sold to Canada for meat. See, they've got a DMV place in here for the license plate factory. Right there for the license plate factory. So it's mandatory. So we don't want to go beyond that point because I'm not going to sign in. Oh, we may have some visitors over there. We have some people following us around. That looks like 2 staff members. Not sure they're prison staff members or if they are sheriff's office personnel. So, should we wait here and see what they want to do and approach us? I think that's what we'll do. At least I'm assuming they're going to come over here for us. Oh, we got a couple more. So we got some from that direction over there. And some from that direction. Yeah, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, what's your name?
Tim Brandon.
Lieutenant what?
Brandon.
Lieutenant Brandon, what's your number?
My number?
Your employee number?
30198.
30198.
Okay. Can I help you?
I'm just filming.
Why?
To record, to document, to disseminate.
To document what?
Whatever I can see in publicly accessible areas.
Okay. You do know it provides a safety and security issue for the institution if you're filming like fence lines and all, everything like that, correct?
That's not what the Supreme Court has said about where I can film from.
Okay, what does the Supreme Court say?
It's if it's within my sight.
But you're on property.
Right. Well, here, let me do some things, sir. What's your name and badge number?
I answer to my lieutenant, sir.
What's your name and badge number?
I answer to my lieutenant, sir.
You're refusing to answer. Okay.
Just give them your name and it does not matter.
Steinheimer 52945.
Steinheimer. What was the number?
52945.
52945. And sir, what was your name and badge number?
Yeah, Suey is going to be 55473.
55473. Thanks, sir. And sir, what's your name and badge number?
Santos 35083.
Cietos 35083. Well, I just want to confirm 35083. Thank you very much.
Do you have anything on you that might hurt me? Or
I don't answer questions, but I'm obeying all the signs.
Okay. But you're on property. I don't know your intent with my inmates.
I told you my.
If you have narcotics, I don't know if
I've got no intent with your inmates. My intent is exactly what I've stated: to film in publicly accessible areas. Here, can I reach behind me? Can you see behind me? Got papers, right? Okay. So what I'm here to do also is to educate. So did you take an oath to uphold the Constitution of the state of Nevada?
I don't know why I'm answering this, but I'll see.
Well, did you take an oath to uphold the Constitution of the state of Nevada?
Of course I did.
Okay, so the answer is yes. So let's start off with constitutional law right there. Then we're going to state law. Then we're going to case law. And that's what I'm here to educate you all about. You stand back here a little bit, if you don't mind. Well, you can keep that. I've got a lot of those. That's for your. No, I'm good. That's okay. I want to leave it with you because what I'd appreciate. Do you understand what those documents say in the case law says?
I can read and I can discern it.
So, do you understand what my intention is based on those documents?
I know what you're telling me your intent is. I don't know what your actual intent is because I don't know what's in your head.
Well, and I don't know what's in your head either.
No, you don't.
That's why I like to have cameras. And I noticed that none of you have body cameras.
We do not.
So I noticed that none of you have body cameras. I've got 3 or 4 cameras on me. So whatever I do, we would agree, is 100% recorded. Whatever I say is recorded.
You can turn your camera off any time.
Oh, I'm not going to do that. I'm live streaming right now too. That's not my intent or my purpose. My purpose, like I told you, is disseminate to the public. Does that answer your questions? You guys have a good day. I appreciate your professionalism and your cordialism. And say hi to Sergeant Smith and Lieutenant, what's his name, Ryder? Say hi to those 2 guys. Oh, the other thing, so let me just disseminate some more information to you guys. Are you guys aware of, do you guys know what qualified immunity is?
Yes, very aware.
Are you aware that qualified immunity does not exist in Nevada anymore?
We heard something of the sort.
That's a case called Mack versus Williams. Okay. For your professional life, I'd urge you to go read it.
We got something going on, so...
Okay, go take care of your job then. Like I said, I appreciate the cordial professionalism. Thank you.
Sir, are you videoing the cars?
Definitely.
Huh?
Yes.
Don't video my car, please.
If it's in sight, I'm going to video it.
My car on that video, I'm fucking telling you, sir.
Please don't cuss and swear. That's not professional.
That's my car right there. Do not
Why would you point it out to me? Why would you point? That seems really. Why would you point out what you don't want me to film?
Huh?
Why would you point out what you don't want me to film? Why would you approach the guy with a camera?
my car. I just don't want my car on video, man.
Amazing. You come at the guy with a camera because you don't want stuff on camera, and then you tell him what car it is that he doesn't want you to film. These people are amazing. Oh, here's the Carson Auto Shop. So, so you had to get down this road to get to the Carson Auto Shop. So I was denied access to all of this just because I had a camera. And a blue shirt, of course. And again, go back and watch that original video where I got arrested at the Carson City Prison, Northern Nevada Correctional Center. And go look and see what color the warden's shirt was. And then there's the guard tower. Gotta have the obligatory guard tower, so they're probably watching me up there too, I would guess. I would hope so. That's their job, is to watch stuff. It's that sign right there. Let's see if I can hold this thing steady enough. It says, danger zone, stay back, or you may be shot. I don't know if you can see much in there. A little bit. Colgan water. Notice this facility is equipped with electronic surveillance, part of the security system to protect the safety of persons and property located in or on the facility grounds. All persons entering are subject to electronic surveillance, including video monitoring, cellular signal detection, and purpose of maintaining institutional security.
I think somebody knows. One of the bosses knows about it. So it's. Oh yeah.
Right behind you. Thanks, sir.
They're gonna pull through that. Hey, they're going to Unit 8. Transit's coming through, so they're gonna.
You got room?
Alright, let's go. Take our right. That's what I think. You take our right. I think they have to call Carson. That's what happened.
Well, you're going to have me arrested for trespassing.
I'm not going to do that.
Let me. Can you have a minute to talk?
No, I don't.
Because here. Let me give you some case law. Let me give. Actually, sir, you were very pleasant and polite. Let me tell you a statute. It's NRS 171-1233. Most people here are peace officers according to state law, correct?
Okay.
So go read NRS 171-1233. And then also go look at Mack versus Williams. What Mack versus Williams is it got rid of qualified immunity in the state of Nevada.
Okay.
What NRS 171-1233 is, peace officers can't interfere with people recording in public spaces.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that.
No, I know. That's why I'm giving you the information, whereas he's saying get arrested. So last year, so August 30th, 2022, Warden Fernandez, whatever his name was, it's now somewhere else. Lieutenant Ryder, Sergeant Smith had me arrested. Guess what's coming? The case has been dismissed. Thompson versus Clark, Federal U.S. Supreme Court.
Okay.
So
I got right in there.
You have a good day. I couldn't talk very well there for a minute. So we got this one here, a little ambulance coming in. So that guy wanted to have me arrested. What's your name and your employee ID number, sir?
Hold on a second. We have an emergency going on right now. I'll talk to you.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Hey, am I good to roll for that? Yeah, go ahead and roll it. Oh.
we'll see what they've got to say if they want to talk or not. There's the guy that's been driving around the property. What do you want to bet he ain't going to come back and talk to me, so I ain't going to wait for him. The guard tower right there. Gotta wait to get buzzed in. So those are a couple of the corrections officers that I talked to earlier. So he stands there. What are they doing? Fixing the gate, looks like. That's the excitement I'm going to have at the gatehouse for now. I'm going to keep walking. Barbed wire, stay back, or you may be shot. Visiting. Yeah, right around here. Let's see what this says over here. So we're going to go in the visiting center here in a second if we can, if it's authorized. This says, in memory of David Milligan, Warden, Northern Nevada Correctional, September 8th, 2001. So admin is authorized NDOC personnel. Electronic communication devices prohibited. Safety property located in facility. Visiting. Northern Nevada Correctional Center is probably powered by solar energy. Oh, here we go. Let's see what public notices they've got up here, if any. Send money your way. How to and access to send money to prisoners. Got a license to transmit money. So when I was deposing Director Kwenga, one of the questions I asked him was about their auto repair shop that the prison does. And his response to the question about are they licensed with the Department of Motor Vehicles was yes. But then I asked him about record keeping. Being in the car business, right now I have a tow company, I've sold cars, financed cars, done every aspect of dealing with automotive, repaired cars. I've been around the automotive industry most of my life, so I'm familiar with what those laws are. And part of the law says that you got to keep really good records of VIN numbers and things like that. So let's see here. So on the table, you've got Northern Nevada Correctional Center visiting disclosure form. Visitor sign in. Disclosure form. So you've got all that stuff. But his question to Director Coingo's answer to the question with regards to record keeping was he wasn't really sure about it. So that kind of confused me. So that's something that I'd want to look into. Physical contact is limited to closed mouth kiss, 15-second embrace of visitors. So I'm not going to go in there. I'm going to stay out of there. I don't want to do a... Yeah, there's nothing there. They've got a... It's like a place to do stuff. So there's their camera over there. Make sure we all wave at their camera. It's right in the corner there. I'm sure they're watching us. There we go. Hi, guys. So after going to the prison, going to jail, getting hotboxed, spending 477 days of my life under prosecution by the government, all because I go out with a camera and film and record around law enforcement and around government to show what they're doing. Government took their pound of flesh out of me. So where I'm at today is I've tried to mitigate the issues with Sheriff Furlong and the district attorney. And if y'all want to go look at those videos, there's videos out there, and I'll try to gather more information on those and keep sharing information. But now everybody asks, is there going to be a lawsuit? The lawsuit is just about all drawn up and ready to go. And rather not go down that road, but it seems that's the only way to make meaningful change. Rather just come to a mutual agreement, but government doesn't work that way, and that's why we've got our system the way that it is. So we've got the executive branch that's supposed to enforce the laws, although executive branch appears to make the laws too, so they get to make them and enforce them. And trying to negotiate doesn't seem to work. Trying to mitigate doesn't seem to work. And so I guess the only way to solve the problem within our system is to go to the judicial branch and ask them for some relief and have them make some decisions as to what's constitutional and not constitutional, so that we can have lines and know where society's supposed to be. So yes, there will be a lawsuit, and we'll be moving forward, and I'll be sharing all of that with you as we keep going on this channel, building it. I appreciate you watching. Have a great day, morning, noon, or night. And keep tuning in, push the like button, push the subscribe button, and I'll talk to you later.